has Superman already lost his wife Lois Lane to the clutches of Leviathan? Well, let's hop into the pages of Action Comics issue number 1011 and find out for ourselves, shall we? Alrighty then, so this comic opens up on a very unexpected note. Maggie Sawyer, who is now leading a joint task force between the FBI and Metropolis's major crimes unit, decides to assault the home of lawyer Kate Spencer. Why? Well, because they want to bring the Manhunter to justice, and oh boy, this is gonna get confusing, isn't it? You see, Kate was only the Manhunter in the pre-New 52 timeline, and when she was reintroduced by Benjamin Percy as Green Arrow's lawyer, she was never the Manhunter. They never even made reference to her having a double life or even powers. She also lived in Seattle, not Metropolis, but again, Bendis either didn't read that or didn't care. She's the Manhunter now, and she's now a fugitive from the law, go figure. Now from there we transition on over back to London, where Superman, after dealing with the giant Leviathan monster, has seemingly lost track of his wife, only he didn't really, she was just being cloaked by Tiger of Spyral. When Tiger discovers that it's Lois Lane, the famous Lois Lane that he's dealing with, he decides to absolutely spill his guts and hand over a flash drive with a ton of information not only on Spyral as an organization, but on their members and everyone they were watching, which includes, well, basically anyone who was anybody. Tiger also says that Spyral's masters had abandoned them, and that's why he's going to try and run now, even though he was looking to recruit new people in the previous issue, and also Bendis doesn't seem to be aware of who the actual leaders of Spyral were post the New 52, but whatever. All of this was just to get information into Lois's hands before Tiger himself ends up disappearing. Yeah, good job, Superman. Don't bother protecting your contact or anything, right? You only saved him the first time. Now, with all of this new information in hand, Lois the journalist wants to blow the lid wide off this massive espionage conspiracy, let everyone know what exactly Spyral and their enemies were up to. Granted, they're not exactly 100% sure if they should, and if doing so, what exact type of ramifications that could have on the world order as a whole, and because of that, they decide to talk it out with former Spyral agent Huntress Helena Bertinelli. Really, Bendis remembers that in the post-New 52 universe, Bertinelli was actually a member of Spyral before she ever donned her Huntress costume, but he doesn't remember any of the stuff with Manhunter or the rest of Spyral. That is some next-level selective memory, I tell you. Now, all throughout this book, the heroes begin to wonder, now that Leviathan has basically whittled down all the super spy organizations, where and what are they going to attack next? And it's with that we transition on over to Jim Harper, aka Guardian, who is still recovering in the hospital since the last time we saw him, which was multiple issues ago. I wouldn't be shocked if you forgot he was even in this story. You see, an agent of Leviathan, disguising his face with Spyral tech, comes to Jim in the hospital and tries to recruit him to their cause, saying that they ultimately want the same thing and that he would be totally surprised what heroes have already signed up for Leviathan. They're totally among us right now and you don't even know. Now, when Superman and Lois return to the Fortress of Solitude, they're shocked to discover that Amanda Waller had managed to mount an amazing escape and even knocked out Jimmy Olsen on her way out the door. They decide that they really need to buckle down and start getting to work to discover who exactly Leviathan is, what they want, and where they're going to strike next. And if you want to figure any of that out, then be sure to pick up all the different tie-in books that are going to be coming out soon for Event Leviathan. No, really, it's actually called that. It's a comic event with the word event in its name, and you can read all about it next time as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Action Comics number 1011, everybody, and ultimately this felt more like a prologue, zero issue to everything that we're going to be seeing in the upcoming Lois Lane books and Jimmy Olsen books than anything else. It's funny too, for a book that features Superman on the cover, he himself is such a backseater for a good portion of this story. Not that I'm saying everything in Action Comics has to be about Superman. It just kind of feels like we're only this long into this series and Bendis is already bored writing about Superman and needs to have long little asides to deal with other characters he might be more interested in. Continuity problems and mischaracterizations aside, which I've pretty much come to expect whenever I pick up a new DC book written by Brian Michael Bendis, I am kind of interested still in where all this Leviathan stuff is going and the idea that they're recruiting heroes to join their ranks. Also, those upcoming Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane tie-ins to this event are going to be written by Greg Rucka and Matt Fraction, which you know that's going to be good if nothing else. Overall, though, I'd give this issue a 6 out of 10. It was adequate.
Oh, hey there everyone, I'm Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. This is normally the part where I tell you to follow me on Twitter at Cape Joel, check out my Patreon page, my Twitch page, my Instagram, pretty much everything. Don't really have much of a format for this one. Someone just told me that I should change up these outros to keep them from getting stale, and that's what I'm doing. I got a new hoodie. There's other videos you can watch if you want them. I don't really know where I'm going here, working without a net. So thank you for watching, that's appreciated. Maybe give me a like, a subscribe, smash a button if there's a smashable button around, that would be most appreciated. And yeah, did I mention I got a new hoodie? Bye everyone. Also, smack things, smack some. Yep, that's what I do, that's my thing. Yep, bye.